my mom. We're going to be starting with Matthew in the New Testament. Thank you for joining me. This is a long-awaited journey of really getting down to the fundamentals of the Bible and its teachings and its wisdom. Author Mathew, Levi, probably written between 60 AD and 65 AD, between those dates. The ancestors of Jesus the Messiah. This is a record of the ancestors of Jesus the Messiah, a descendant of David and of Abraham. Abraham was the father of Isaac. Isaac was the father of Jacob. Jacob was the father of Judah and his brothers. Judah was the father of Perez and Zerah, whose mother was Tamar. Perez was the father of Hezron. Hezron was the father of Ram. Ram was the father of Amminadab. And Amminadab was the father of Nahshon. Nahshon was the father of Salmon. Salmon was the father of Boaz, whose mother was Rahab. Boaz was the father of Obed, whose mother was Ruth. Obed was the father of Jesse. Jesse was the father of King David. David was the father of Solomon, whose mother was Bathsheba, the widow of Uriah. Solomon was the father of Rehoboam. Rehoboam was the father of Abijah. Abijah was the father of Asa. And Asa was the father of Jehoshaphat. Jehoshaphat was the father of Joram. Joram was the father of Uzziah. Uzziah was the father of Jotham. Jotham was the father of Ahaz. Ahaz was the father of Hezekiah. Hezekiah was the father of Manasseh. And Amon was the father of Josiah. Josiah was the father of Jehoiachin and his brothers. Born at the time of exile in Babylon, and after Babylon exile, Jehoiachin was the father of Shealtiel. Shealtiel was the father of Zerubbabel. And Zerubbabel was the father of Abiud. Abiud was the father of Eliakim. Eliakim was the father of Azor. Azor was the father of Zadok. Zadok was the father of Akim, and Akim was the father of Eliud. Eliud was the father of Bleazar. Bleazar was the father of Matan. Matan was the father of Jacob. Jacob was the father of Joseph, the husband of Mary. Mary gave birth to Jesus, who is called the Messiah. All those listed above include 14 generations from Abraham to David. 14 from David to Babylonian exile, and 14 from the Babylonian exile to the Messiah. The birth of Jesus the Messiah. This is how Jesus the Messiah was born. His mother, Mary, engaged to be married to Joseph, but before the marriage took place, while he was still a virgin, she became pregnant through the power of the Holy Spirit. Joseph, her fiancé, was a good man, and he did not want to disgrace her publicly, so he decided to break the engagement quietly. As he considered this, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream. "Joseph, son of David," the angel said, "do not be afraid to take Mary as your wife, for the child he was conceived by the Holy Spirit, and she will have a son, and you are to name him Jesus, and he will save people from their sins." All of this occurred to fulfill the Lord's message through his prophet. "Look, the virgin will conceive a child. She will give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel, which means God is with us." And when Joseph woke up, he did as the angel of the Lord commanded and took Mary as his wife. But he did not have sexual relations with her until her son was born, and Joseph named him Jesus. Visitors from the East. Chapter 2. Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea during the reign of King Herod. About the same time, some wise men from the eastern lands arrived in Jerusalem, asking, "Where is the newborn king of the Jews? We saw his star, and it rose, and we have come to worship him." King Herod was deeply disturbed when he heard this, and everyone in Jerusalem. He called a meeting of the leading priests and the teachers of religious law and asked, "Where is the Messiah supposed to be born?" "In Bethlehem, in Judea," they said, "for this is what the prophet wrote. And you, O Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are not least among the ruling cities of Judah, for a ruler will come from you, who will be the shepherd for my people Israel." When Herod called for the private meeting with the wise men and learned from them the time when the star first appeared, then he told them, Go to Bethlehem and search carefully for the child, and you will find him. Come back, tell me, so that I can worship him too." And after the interview, the wise men went their way, and they sat, and the star that they had seen in the east guided them to Bethlehem. It went ahead and stopped over the place, and when the child